What's good, guys? Welcome back to the Milk Carton series. I'm your host, Stephanie, if you are new. And as always, guys, we thank you for tuning in. Today's story will focus on 41-year-old Marsha K. Lyles, who went missing in May of 2020. As I stumbled upon Marsha's story, I learned the kind of woman she is. Marsha was a brilliant young lady. She was a devoted Christian, and she truly had her life dedicated to Christ as being in a program to help the youth. And she was just big on religion and putting out positive energy and vibes. She didn't drink, she didn't smoke, and that is truly what she dedicated her life to. Now, Marsha did suffer with schizophrenia, and she did have an inoperable brain tumor that she was currently living with. Now, to me, that's very strong, especially trying to continue your life as normal as much as you can and doing things that you love as well. Now, in May of 2020, Marsha would have weekly meetings with her mother and sister on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, when Marsha's phone would go to voicemail, the family began to get concerned. So they had a welfare check done, and when they got there the first time, Marsha was there. Everything seemed as normal. Then when they had the second welfare check, because it was kind of like Marsha just wasn't talking to her family, and they didn't know what was going on because her mailbox had gotten full. So as a mother, as a family member, you get concerned because you don't know what's going on, So on May 5th, they asked the property manager to check on Marsha. And when they did, Marsha was home, but this was when things seemed to be off regarding Marsha. So later that night, neighbors seen her packing up her car and leaving from the apartment complex, and Marsha never returned. So because Marsha and her mother had a joint account, her mother was able to create a timeline of where Marsha was last seen or where she may be currently going. So on May 6th, it had been shown that she stopped at a gas station in Lake Plata, Florida. So then on May 7th, she booked a room in La Porta, Florida, and it had been reported that she booked for a week, but the crazy thing is she checked out the next day. And on May 8th, this is the first time she used her card again, and she bought gas in Jasper, Florida. So 2 weeks after her disappearance, her car turns up. Her 2013 white Toyota Yaris was found in a shopping plaza, abandoned, roughly where she was when she went to that Walgreens in Jacksonville, Florida. But it's just so strange because why would she leave her vehicle? You know what I'm saying? So law enforcement were able to get a still picture of Marsha when she went into that Walgreens, and they showed it to her family. And her family has stated that she aged drastically. She looked very different. She didn't have her head covered like she typically would do. And that was frightful for them. So they thought maybe she was trying to go to where her sister used to live in Florida, or another area in Florida where her mother lived, but there really hadn't been anything to turn up if that's what she was trying to do. Her family states that she wouldn't have gone this long without talking to them, and they just they're just really scared for her because they don't know where she is. And it just brings you back to, the key aspects about Marsha. What if she was having, an episode and she doesn't really know where she is, like her mood is off, so she doesn't really know. And it sucks because you can't determine that, it truly sucks. But Marsha is listed at around 5'3", 5'4", and around 135 to 150 pounds. She does have black hair with brown eyes. She has a scar under her boob area because of a removal of a breast implant, and she has a scar on her stomach due to when she had a feeding tube. Now, Marsha is still missing and has been missing since May 8th of 2020, and hopefully some new information will turn up regarding her disappearance, or maybe someone has seen Marsha. That's my hopes. I feel like, she was just having one of those moments and she just totally disregarded her vehicle and, and went off. it sucks. It truly sucks. And I pray that she is found and new information turns up regarding her disappearance, because, you know, her family is worried about her. Family needs to know where she's at. And I hope that someone recognizes her and tells law enforcement so her family can know, you know, some more information. Can't even imagine that pain of, you know, wondering where my child is. But that's today's episode, guys. As always, sending love and light to the family. And as always, make sure you guys are staying safe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.